The Feast of St. Joseph is coming up on March 19th, but we are not just celebrating one day here, we are honoring him throughout the whole month of March.
St. Joseph is the patron of the universal church, the light of the patriarchs, and the terror of demons. It was his job on earth to protect Jesus and Mary as the head of the Holy Family, so of course we want to spend some extra time with him.
So today we're sharing the different activities that we're doing throughout the month of March in order to spend some more time with St. Joseph.
And we're hoping these will inspire you to get to know this great saint a little better.
March is the month in the church dedicated to St. Joseph, so I decided to use one of my extra Catholic calendars for 2025, and in the month of March I am writing down a different title for St. Joseph every day. And that's been very fun, it's been very fruitful. I've got a lot of my favorite titles down so far, such as St. Joseph, Mirror of Patience, and St. Joseph, Zealous Defender of Christ.
And then recently we were also gifted this chaplet with a medal of St. Joseph on it. So we were trying to figure out what is it for. We did our research, and then eventually we figured out, we're pretty sure at least, that it is a chaplet of the 7 sorrows and 7 joys of St. Joseph.
So this chaplet has 7 groups of 3 beads, and each of those groups is separated by a single bead. So according to what we read, on the single bead, you think of a sorrow of St. Joseph and then the corresponding joy. For example, the 5th sorrow of St. Joseph is the flight into Egypt, but the corresponding joy is the fall of the Egyptian idols.
And then on the groups of 3 beads, you pray an Our Father, Hail Mary, and Glory Be, while contemplating the joy and the sorrow. And just thinking about the joys and the sorrows together seems very fitting for Lent. So we are going to be giving this chaplet a try on his feast day.
And in the meantime, we've been praying a novena to St. Joseph leading up to his feast day on March 19th.
And that novena started on March 10th in order to end on his feast day. But if you missed that date, no worries. St. Joseph isn't seasonal. You can start this anytime.
Another fun thing that we're doing this year is we're bringing back cream puffs. That is a traditional food for the Feast of St. Joseph, and a couple of years ago we made a video about creating a St. Joseph altar, which is another beautiful tradition, and we made cream puffs back then as part of that.
So we didn't do that last year, but we're going to bring it back and do it this year. We're going to splurge a little bit. The Feast of St. Joseph is a solemnity, so we're just gonna have fun with it.
As a catechism teacher, I always take some extra time during my March classes to talk about St. Joseph, to tell my students about him. I find that a lot of them really don't know that much about St. Joseph. So I show them different pictures of him. We talk about his different titles and his different appearances at places like Knock and Fatima.
And a great resource for catechists is this book by Father Calloway. You could read one of the different stories at every class during the month of March. And it just has a lot of different fun facts and prayers about St. Joseph.
And speaking of fun facts, did you know that Pope Francis was inaugurated as Pope on the Feast of St. Joseph in 2013?
And then speaking of Pope Francis, March is a great month to say some extra prayers for the sick and suffering in honor of St. Joseph. One of his titles is Hope of the Sick, and we've been praying for Pope Francis and asking St. Joseph to be with him during his illness.
Pope Francis wrote an apostolic letter about St. Joseph called With a Father's Heart, and he wrote it on the 150th anniversary of the proclamation of St. Joseph as the patron of the universal church. So we plan to read that this month. That seems like a good activity, and we'll link it down below for you in case you would like to read it too.
And of course, St. Joseph was also a carpenter, so he would have had a workshop and would have worked to keep that workshop neat and tidy. So in honor of that, we're going to pick one area of our house that needs a lot of help, needs a lot of cleaning, and we're finally going to clean it.
Yeah, I have a particular area in mind, and this month we are asking St. Joseph to help us out to finally get it done.
And then we're also going to have this picture of St. Joseph blessed and find a spot to hang it. It came from the Religious Articles Exchange and was a very happy find.
And then finally, one of our favorite mysteries about St. Joseph is the miraculous staircase in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We always love reading about it and researching it, and it's a history mystery that I always share with my students, and they just love it too.
And we found this really cool website that has a lot of different information and resources about the chapel. For instance, there's a link to an old comic book about the chapel. You can read it for free, and it's very cool.
There's also a mysterious recording at the website of a song that was written about the chapel. Now, this song was written in 1992 by a musician named J.K. Green, but his voice is not the one singing it. It's an old audio cassette tape, and it's some mystery woman singing. Nobody knows who she is or when the recording was made or how it got into a box of chapel memorabilia.
But the website does have the lyrics all there, so you can sing along. And it's a very beautiful song in thanksgiving to God for providing a builder for the staircase.
So we'll put a link to the website down in the description box for you. And it's been a really fun St. Joseph inspired activity for us here so far this month.
And of course, there are so many other books and movies and prayers about St. Joseph, ways to get to know him, something for everyone. And we did talk about some of our favorites in this video, so we'll have that linked for you.
And now let us know down in the comments what you're doing this month to celebrate St. Joseph. What are some of your favorite traditions?
So we hope you enjoyed today's video. St. Joseph, guard and guide our families.